How was the train ride?
I could have done with a vande bharat.
You've been around now from Ukraine to Singapore. Now we have you in Delhi, all in a space of a week or so. My question, how was the train ride?
I could have done with a vande bharat. It was about 10 hours each way. And I think given the situation, obviously, you got what you got. But 10 hours is 10 hours.
When was the last time an Indian Prime Minister took a train to visit a country? We've heard of, the image of Nehru in a yak is there.
Well, I remember Mr. Modi doing a Shinkansen, a bullet train in Japan. I'm trying to think, I offhand cannot remember any other train ride, at least for a long time.
So that was a crisis point, current crisis point in the global picture as you see it. There are many such crisis points. The world is in turmoil and you've been talking about it. Everybody has been talking about it. How would you paint the picture as an Indian foreign minister?
The global picture?
Yeah. But
well, look, I think if I were to have a one-word summary of this situation, it's probably the first word which you've used for the panel, which is risks. Because what we have seen really for the last 15 years is a steady increase in terms of risks in to the global order, in the international economy, in individual countries. Now, there are a number of reasons for it. There are different kinds of risks. You would say, okay, as climate change has accelerated, there's a set of risks out there. We saw a once-in-a-century pandemic. That was a risk. That was a super black swan. But there are risks which are coming actually out of the process of change. Because there's global change, and change by nature is disruptive. And, you spoke about Ukraine. That's an example. Not the only one. So if there's a major war going on in Europe, there's a huge conflict going on in West Asia and the Middle East. There are tensions around Asia. There's a revival of border territorial claims and border frictions. Those are actually, with each one of them, the risks mount. There are risks to supply chains today, not just Houthis in the Red Sea. It could be climate risks. There could be pandemic risks. There are technology risks. The idea that, there are borders and borders are some kind of hard line and problems can be stopped on that side of the border, I think those days are over.